I'm going to talk about more about my memories and depressing feelings. So, yeah. You know how I like all of the X-Men films, but hated Hugh Jackman as Wolverine except for in Logan and X-Men 3 and X-Men First Class. I only liked him 3 times as Wolverine. And yeah, I did like him in X-Men Apocalypse as Wolverine, but he wasn't playing Wolverine, he was playing Weapon X, which is a different character. So the fact that I like all the X-Men films, including the new Dark Phoenix movie and all the Wolverine films, but I just didn't like Hugh Jackman's one Wolverine because I mostly thought his character felt bland and mediocre and forgettable and uninvested, as in hard to get invested in, I meant to say. So it made me more depressed. So since 2000, when I was 3, is when I saw the first second film, and it was kind of let down because Wolverine just sucked in it because of Hugh Jackman. And so I cried myself every night till 2017 over it. Every time, pretty much every time he reprised his role as Wolverine. And also in 2008, and I didn't just cry myself to sleep over Iron Man in 2008, how he sucked in that movie, in the 2008 Iron Man flick with Robert Downey Jr. I didn't just cry over how he sucked in it. I also cried how the Joker sucked in the Dark Knight movie from 2008 because he's such I found him a likable Joker, but I also thought he was the worst Joker ever made, worse than Jared Leto's. I like Jared Leto's Joker, and I like Heath Ledger's Joker, but there's a very a serious difference between like and love. I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. I love Cesar Moreno's Joker. I love Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and I love the Joker on Gotham. Both of them, the Jeremiah and Varesca and the Jerome Varesca Joker for live adaptation, and those are all the Jokers I love for live adaptation. What I like Heath Ledger's Joker, but I don't not even close to saying I love him, just like I'm not even close to saying I love Jared Leto's Joker. Want to know what they both have in common? They give a mediocre performance that's forgetful and hard to get invested in. And there's no way you can see them making a standalone film can possibly be a good idea. What's this version of the character that they played? Jared Leto and Heath Ledger. So I cry myself to sleep in my pillow every night because I was more upset over, well, believe it or not, Mortgage. I was more obsessed over I was more upset over a movie a movie I enjoyed, except for I was more upset over Joker and the Joker didn't suck like Robert Downey sucked as playing Iron Man for the first time. However, it's just that I just felt betrayed by the Joker in the Dark Knight movie. Fully betrayed, like he has earned he lost all of my trust from him, the Clown Prince of Crime. So every night I was heartbroken, and every day I was heartbroken over it. Well, I did dress up as the Joker, but that's fun because I like the Joker so much, not because I actually love Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, because Heath Ledger isn't my biggest problem is Heath Ledger's performance that he actually made the Joker sane instead of crazy, which he's not supposed to be a sane person. He's supposed to be an irrational man. He's always been an irrational man in every comic book lore. Even in the Silver Age, he was an irrational man. It's my same problem with my biggest complaint with Jared Leto's Joker. He made Joker an irrational man instead of an irrational man. Besides giving a mediocre, forgettable, and uninvested performance. Well, I shouldn't say uninvested. I could get invested in that performance, but barely. Just like I could barely believe that Hugh Jackman was Wolverine in 2000's X-Men film. Like, wonder what the Jack Nicholson, not Heath Ledger, Jared Leto, and Hugh Jackman have in common when they play comic book characters? They look more like the comic book characters than they actually act like them. They look more like the part than he acts like the part. Jared Leto looked more like the Joker, but he didn't act more like the Joker, because he barely acted like the Joker from the comics book counterpart. And the same can be said for Jack Nicholson's Wolverine and Heath Ledger's Joker. They give a fascinating, mediocre performance, all three of them. And I just don't want a mediocre performance from them. I want a good performance, a great performance from them. Like we got back in the old days of 1989's Batman film from Jack Nicholson, when he got the character 100% right, just like Cesar Romero got the character 100% right. Except somehow he topped Cesar Romero's performance, even though Cesar Romero got it 100% right the first time. He somehow went beyond the realms of awesome. He went beyond the expectations of awesomeness. So, anyway, I was heartbroken over 2008's Joker after Heath Ledger played him, because I'm just going to say I hate Heath Ledger's Joker more than I hate Robert Downey's and Hugh Jackman's Iron Man and Wolverine. I hate Robert Downey's Iron Man a lot and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine a lot, but not as much as I hate Heath Ledger's Joker from 2008. Same goes for, and I also, but not because they're bad, but because it's such a mediocre performance and mediocre character and forgetful character. Instead of making this complex, psychotic Joker that he could have been, they decided to make him a generic bad guy in Suicide Squad and also the Dark Knight movie. By Jared Leto, Suicide Squad. For the Dark Knight, Jared Leto just, I'm just going to say, Jared Leto just gave a slightly 1% better interpretation of the character. The only thing he didn't got right was the laugh. Because even though Heath Ledger Joker is the worst Joker, he could at least get the laugh right. But all three of these, all four of the Robert Downey Jr. and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's and Jared Leto Joker and Heath Ledger's Joker have in common, they look the part, but they don't act the part. At all. Really. Why use the count? Because it feels like most of the time they're just making up the trying. It feels like they're just making up their own version of the character instead of using what was good and perfect in the first place from the comic book lore. Because why act like the character? When can we get this make-up shit? And yeah, then I cry myself every night over Heath Ledger's Joker harder than I have any comic book character, including Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man from the first two Spider-Man films. Because I'm a big Joker fan, and I just felt heartbroken, just like the same kind of heartbroken I felt when I saw Hugh Jackman portray Wolverine, the same kind of heartbroken when I saw Jared Leto portray the Joker, the same kind of heartbroken I saw when Heath Ledger played the Joker in 2008's Dark Knight film, and the same kind of heartbroken when I saw Chris Evans play Captain America. And the same kind of heartbroken when I saw Mark Ruffalo play the Hulk in Endgame after the 5-year time jump. And the same kind of heartbroken when I saw Maguire play Spider-Man in the first two Spider-Man films. Was all the same kind of heartbroken I felt, if not worse. No, not worse. The same kind of heartbroken. Crying my eyes to sleep in my pillow for years and years until 2018 when I saw Joaquin Phoenix Joker film. I saw it warmed my heart. I laughed, I cried, I felt a slightly burst of hope and humanity again after seeing that movie Joker starring Joaquin Phoenix, because it warmed my heart to see the Joker alive and well. The real Joker. Even though his costume doesn't look anything like his comic book counterpart, including his makeup, because his comic book counterpart has bleached skin because he got dumped in a pot of boiling chemicals called forget what it's called. It's chemicals. So it bleached his skin and turned his hair green. Yes, that it did that in comic book. It made his skin white and turned his hair green, but didn't give him red lips. No, he uses makeup for lipstick to make the red lips in comic book and dress as a purple uniform all the time, a purple suit. Even though, for some reason, I just, it's like, but he acted like the Joker that I knew and loved from the comics. Joaquin Phoenix did, even though he didn't. He acted more like the Joker. I liked his Joker's design, even though it doesn't look like the Joker's design from the comics. It looks like a really cool retro design. That means old school, but also looks modern. And, I liked how he looked. He acted more like the Joker than he looked like the Joker. The other two boneheads, Heath Ledger and Jared Leto, looked more like the Joker, but they didn't act like more like the Joker from the comics. Because the more accurate look of the Joker is the one that for modern audiences is the Heath Ledger one. That looks more like the Joker from the comics, a more comic accurate look, and a more better look from the Joker from the comics is the Jared Leto look, but those two just don't. They look like the Joker, but they don't feel like the Joker, you know. So I had to wait till Joaquin Phoenix in 2018 to release his film to have those old Joker wounds healed. To heal those old Joker betrayal wounds in my brain. And I think I expressed myself, so yeah. I kept on crying I started crying too sorry because I wasn't pleased with Heath Ledger's Joker, and I didn't want to see The Dark Knight. I only saw The Dark Knight once in the theaters, even though I got it saw it several times on DVD. I only saw it once in the theater because I was still heartbroken at how they treated the Joker and how Heath Ledger betrayed him. He got the laugh right though, but other than that, other than the look and laugh, he just didn't feel like the classic Joker from the comics. Joaquin Phoenix, Jack Nicholson, and Cesar Romero did. And my favorite Joker before Joaquin Phoenix was Jack Nicholson for live adaptation, for cinematic storytelling. My two favorite people who will play the Joker in live adaptation is, well, I like the one on Gotham more than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I like Jared Valeska and Jeremiah Valeska, their versions of the Joker, their takes on the Clown Prince of Crime more than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, or just as much as Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I say just as much or more. It's hard to decide, but I like those two more than Mark Hamill's Joker. And I like Mark Hamill's Joker a lot, but most of the times it's just, I don't know. But I like those three more Jokers more than Mark Hamill's Joker because they feel more like the classic Joker from the comics. They feel like they can buy that they're unhinged on reality, and you feel like they have also they can be smart when they want to, but they also be funny when they want to. But they also feel like they have not like a really good grasp on reality. Less grasp on reality than Mark Hamill's Joker from pretty much anytime he's played the Joker except the Killing Joke. The animated movie at the time, starring Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill reprising the role as Batman and the Joker. So yeah, I guess on a technical scale, Mark Hamill's as good as Joaquin Phoenix in the one on Gotham. Because he can play all different kinds of, I like how he can play all different kinds of level of insanity. But still feel like the Joker. I basically love all of the Jokers except for Heath Ledger and Jared Leto. In animated and also in live action form. For all I've seen. In animated and live action form. So that's all.